Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast. This is episode 108. We the Cookie Shuffle guys. I'm Joe.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Sarah.
I don't know about you guys, but I got a couple of good stories. I got a couple of stories to tell, and then one question to ask you guys, and from there, I don't care where the podcast goes. First story, I was at work the other day, and I saw a guy who looked like a Hispanic Tony Stark, right? Not specifically Robert Downey Jr., because like Robert Downey Jr. has many looks, but like Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark looked like him, but Hispanic. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I couldn't stop looking because I was like trying to find something that like distinguished him from this guy or from Tony Stark. And I would go, he looks just like him, like even the facial hair and everything. And then like the line started moving around and like people that were in front of him moved out of the way and I could see the shirt that he was wearing. And it was a shirt for like a race or like a triathlon sort of thing that said like the so-and-so city Iron Man. And I was like, okay, this fucking guy, like now he knows he looks like this. Clearly he's done his beard this way and he's wearing a shirt that says Iron Man. Now the Iron Man again was for a race. So like obviously not like an Iron Man shirt. But it was a very subtle, like he knew what he was doing in that moment.
Well, yeah, nobody's facial hair just looks like Tony Stark's.
That's true. But I like saw that and I was just like, for like a second, I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. And then I go, wait a second, he did that on purpose. Like he is wearing that shirt specifically because he currently looks like a Hispanic Tony Stark.
He was like, I don't want to wear an Iron Man shirt to Disney.
Yeah.
But I'll wear this shirt that says Iron Man, like the race.
It's very subtle.
It'll be like very subtle.
Yeah.
Like, oh, are you actually Iron Man? But you're just trying to be, inconspicuous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No. That's it. That's what he was doing.
That's definitely what he was doing. And I was like, then at that point, I was like a little annoyed. I was like, you know that you look like this and you're just kind of bragging now.
Fair point.
It just bothered me a little bit. I like wrote it down in like my work phone and then texted it to myself so I could remember this specific story because I was just like, this is something I need to remember. And I wish I had done that exact same thing with the other story that I had because now I don't remember the second story that I said I had, which was arguably much better than this first one.
I just don't understand why you're annoyed if he's looking like Tony Stark.
I wasn't annoyed that he looked like Tony Stark. I was annoyed that he was like subtly bragging about it.
I don't think he was bragging. I think
he had to have known, though.
He definitely knew.
Yeah, but he probably likes Iron Man. So he's like, I'm going to do my facial hair like this.
Yeah.
And then he just put on.
Yeah, but it wasn't even just the facial hair. Like, even like his face, he just looked like Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark.
You just got to blame his parents then.
Yeah, fuck his parents.
Can't blame him for his parents making him look like
I can't blame him.
A superhero. Or I shouldn't say.
So I guess the facial hair is quite distinct.
Oh yeah, it's like if you're doing your hair like that, it's for a reason.
Okay. I had no idea what it was, so I had to look it up.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, it's got the little like ching
here,
ching.
And it's like an odd shape here.
Yeah, it's the shape of his chest piece.
Oh.
For the first one, actually.
Should I watch these movies? Would I get more references that you guys make if I watch these
don't
movies?
Understand what the fuck you've been doing for the past.
I mean, you.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I get confused. Should I watch? I feel like this is going to spark conversation. Should I watch them in the order they're released in? Because aren't they released not in correct order?
What you want to watch them in. If you want to watch them in release order, that's fine. If you want to watch them in chronological
order, but am I going to be confused if
I
watch them in release order? Because I feel like there's so many things.
You will not be confused because that is the order that they release them in.
Yeah, but something that happens in the 10th movie, like, am I going to have to remember from like the second?
I mean, if you watched them in chronological order, right?
Yeah.
Any callbacks that are made, that's where you'd have to remember certain references. Like there are references to other movies in release order too, because release order is basically chronological minus a few outliers.
Okay.
But in chronological, it's just like the whole story kind of just flows together, and you're just like, oh, that kind of happened, X amount of movies ago. Whereas maybe in release order, it happened one movie ago. Like
I think I'm gonna like release order better.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not.
that's how I watched it.
Yeah, that's how I first watched them was release order, and then I just decided I want to watch chronological.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a preference. If you're like, okay, do I want to just have it kind of go like, nice flow, or I watch all these movies and then all of a sudden at the end there's one that's like the 7th movie. Yeah, it's like, whoa,
got it.
What?
Okay.
Have you seen any of them?
No.
Sometimes, Sarah, it amazes me that you and I are still friends.
I know.
Like,
it's kind of crazy.
You really you disappoint me sometimes.
do you was it like
I don't like movies in general.
It's just sad.
I like some movies. I like Christmas movies.
Those are great
I like
movies.
some classic movies. But actually, I'm going to the movies tonight, like in an actual movie theater.
What are you going to see?
Wait, hold on. Can I guess?
Sure.
Hold on.
Is it a new movie that's like out right now? Like just came out?
Is it House of Gucci?
No.
No. It's a good guess.
See, it doesn't interest me.
Evidently, that movie blew. Like it sucked.
Really?
You watched it?
No, I that's why I said evidently, because I didn't watch it. I just heard it from some other people.
I have a question about movies once we're done here guessing.
So it's like it's recently come out.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't even know movies that have come out recently.
I only know of the one Dave guessed just now, House of Gucci, and the movie I'm seeing. So
Clifford the Big Red Dog.
No.
Thank God.
Is it an action movie? Or is it a
No.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be, but
Is it an animated movie?
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's gotta be easy.
And I'm going with my best friend, if that gives you any other clue.
What's out that's animated right now?
Encanto?
Yep.
Dude,
the Disney
that's
movie.
A Pixar, yeah. Shocker.
Yeah.
What is that about?
That's like some.
I don't actually know.
It's like does with some. It's like it takes place in Mexico.
I think so.
Yeah.
Unique gift from super strength to the power to heal every child except one. Something like that. Something about every child with the family has a unique gift. I don't know.
Yeah, everybody in the family is magical except for one bitch.
I think one of them cooks, one of them can control the weather, and one of them heals. That's what I read. I saw, let me see if the promo still comes up on my Explore page. But yeah, I think this is the first time, during COVID, my mom and I went to a drive-in movie.
Oh, love the drive-in.
But then I think prior to that, I think the last time I was in a movie theater was probably like 2018. So
it was a stretch where I went to the movies, I think 7 times, 10, maybe 10 or something like that. We saw one movie like 3 times. Yeah, like from the end of December, like it was in like a month.
Damn.
It was just crazy. Like, boom, let's just go. Oh, let's go see this movie. We saw one movie 3 times. Saw it was Knives Out. Good movie.
Great movie.
We saw Uncut Gems, terrible movie.
That's with Adam Sandler, right?
Absolutely trash. But now I'm like tempted. I should go back and watch it because maybe I just missed something.
I've heard a lot of good things about that movie, but it never looked interesting in the slightest.
Well, we were like, yo, it's Adam Sandler. It has to be like funny.
It's not.
It's not at all. It was, dude, I was sitting there in the movie. I doubt you guys, or at least I doubt Sarah's going to watch this. I don't know if you will, Joe.
I might.
will never watch it.
We were sitting in the movie theater. It was the five of us, and then there was a space, and there was 2 old couple next to me. So watch this movie. There's this one part where Adam Sandler is like, his girlfriend walks in to the apartment. He's just like hiding in the closet, and I can't remember if he's just like jerking off or something. Like he's like texting her, like, "Oh, I'm gonna be home soon" or something. I can't remember, whatever. But he was just like in the closet being weird. And I was like, what is going on? And another part of the movie, the girlfriend, she like gets out of a cab or whatever. And I hear the husband go, dude, and now this guy's like, I don't know, 70 something. They're old, you know. He goes, man, she's got an ass on her, to his wife. And I was like, excuse me, sir.
Damn. Old people can say whatever the fuck they
Oh,
want.
they
And it's just okay.
But like, I was like, this, and at the end of the movie, we were just like, what was that movie? It was so weird. Idina Menzel was in it.
What a cast.
That's
Like,
so
it was,
weird.
she was the ex-wife or the wife. Yeah, it was the wife. He had a girlfriend. Adam Sandler was like cheating or something like that.
Oh.
It was just
Oh,
weird.
perfect.
It was just strange. And he was like upset that it didn't get as much recognition. I'm like, dude, because it sucked. It was just weird. But everybody was like, oh my God, such a good movie. And I'm like,
Maybe you missed something, but
we all had to, but yeah, it was weird.
I remembered my other story, by the way.
Okay.
Which, Sarah, you may not find it that funny because it's a little offensive, but Dave will definitely find it funny.
Oh, great.
I was at
You look like an asshole.
So I surprised, I may have already told this on the podcast, but Sarah, if you didn't hear, I surprised Shannon with a real Christmas tree the other day. Because she wanted to put up a fake one and I go, fuck that. I bought a real one. And so now I'm responsible for buying lights for said Christmas tree because she has a pre-lit fake tree. So I kind of fucked myself, but whatever. So today we went to Big Lots, Target, Walmart, and Big Lots to find lights. Didn't realize that fucking December 9th meant all the Christmas lights were gone from every goddamn store in all of Orlando. But fuck me, I guess. So we finally go to Big Lots. We've got some lights from Target because I was just like, we just have to buy fucking lights. We can't be picky here because they are out of lights. Finally go to Big Lots. They have a couple more options. So I'm like there and we're picking out some white lights for the tree. And this fucking person gets like real close to me on my right side and is just like standing near the lights too and just kind of looking at them. But I I'm like paying attention. I'm like talking to Shannon on my left and I'm like paying attention to the lights in front of me. But I'm noticing out of the corner of my eye here that this guy is like, it's just like moving a lot. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? Like, it's catching. I'm not listening anymore to what Shannon's saying. I still don't know what she was talking about right now. So I'm like starting to glance more and more over in this direction. And I see this guy who's got some stuff, right? He's got some stuff going on. And so he was just like a little bit, he was like tweaking a little bit. And we just had some problems and just like wouldn't fucking, like, he was way too close to me for me to be comfortable and was just like moving around way too much and was just like really like this was the lights and he was just like, I was like, can you like back the fuck up, dude? Like just get the fuck, chill down, chill out.
Quit breathing on the fucking lights.
I was like, you need to fucking, and I don't know who he was with. I don't know who was responsible for this guy. Somebody should have something. He should have had a caretaker. Let's just put it that way, because somebody needed to be in charge of this motherfucker. And he was I think he was younger, but it was hard to tell. But he was just there, and then he eventually walked away. But I was like, can you like get I was ready to be like, are you good? He was just really close to me, and I didn't like it. And I just like, I don't know what happened to him after that. I think I walked away because he was just making me like, I was ready to like punch him. I was just so angry at that moment because I was like sick of walking or jumping from store to store and driving around. So I was like already on edge. And then this fucking guy was just like, at one point he just like turned and like looked while I was holding boxes. And I was doing my best to just not make eye contact with him. So I was just like, what about these lights over here? Just walked away.
Yeah, you can't make eye contact.
No, you can't. The second you make eye contact, you're fucked. Then they're going to say some shit.
There's a guy at work yesterday, or 2 days ago, that...
So you look disappointed.
I was looking at this bulletin board, and I could see out of the corner of my eye just this tall figure. And I knew who it was right away.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this guy is a lengthy dude. Okay, he's got to be at least 6'7". Some maybe that's too tall, but he's taller than you, Joe.
Sarah
I know that. No, she's just. Oh, maybe she's smiling.
No, she. Oh, there she is.
It was my like AirPods died.
That was like a weird transition back into you not being frozen anymore. Like it looked very smooth, like you had just been smiling the whole time. And I was a little disturbed.
At least you were smiling.
Yeah.
So this guy, I see it. I'll call him. He's okay. Let's just say 6'5".
Right.
Average tall man height. And I'm like, this guy looks like he's about to walk right up to me. Like you could just tell that he wasn't just walking. I could tell that he was like coming towards me.
Yeah, he was
going past me.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, and then I just hear, and now I've never heard him talk before. In like anytime I've seen him, I've never heard him talk. The voice that came out of this dude's mouth was not expecting it at all. It was higher pitched, and it wasn't like, like a baby or like a little like kid, but it was just a higher pitched voice than what I would have expected.
Tall man should have.
Yeah, I mean, like this guy is like a noodle. He's like he's a dude with noodle arms. He's like a skinny twig. If you were any taller, Joe, he'd be you.
It'd be me.
Okay. So he comes up, he goes, "Hey, do you got that's probably what it was. Hey, that's probably what his voice was. He's like, hey, do you got a change for a 10? And I'm like, I was like, a 10? Like it's so difficult. Like, oh my God, a change for a $10 bill.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But I was like, let me look. So I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I don't got it, dude. He goes, oh, okay. I was trying to catch the bus. I'm like, cool.
Sucks.
And then he just walks away. So he walks into the lunchroom. I see him. I now walk into the lunchroom after, and I see him going up to the vending machines, putting his $10 bill in there, trying to get change.
Change for a 10.
Oh,
but
no.
the machines don't take.
They take 1s and 5s.
1s and 5s. So he's just shoving it in there, and then eventually, I don't know, after like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, whatever, he just like walks out. I'm like, yeah, I probably could have. I don't know how much a bus is. What is it, like $1?
I have a fucking vehicle, so I don't take public transportation.
I've never taken a bus.
I'm not a poor piece of shit.
Shut up, Joe. Many people take the bus.
I am a poor piece of shit too, so.
So I honestly, if I knew how much a bus was,
I think they're like $1.50, maybe $2.
Yeah, maybe 2.
I feel like it might be like $5.
$5.
I don't know, because like
no.
I think it depends on how far you're going too.
Or like 7. I don't remember.
I don't think so. Because I think you just get on the bus and you're supposed to just put it in the thing, right?
Well, it depends. Like I've been on buses where you
I know the train from my house to the city is like $12.
That's a train.
I know, but we would take the bus, and I feel like it was like 7. Just trying to catch the bus.
I swear it depends on the distance
but
you're going.
if I would have, okay, I don't know if this is fares in MetroCard. The fare for one bus ride is $2.75. One ride with one free transfer to Beeline buses. This is New York City. It's probably the same.
It's probably more expensive in New York than it would be in Buffalo.
Yeah. Let's just say $2.
Right. Let's round about.
But either way, $2, Dave.
That's what I'm saying. If I would have known,
yeah,
like how much it was, I'd have just been like, here's $2, save you the trouble. But I just was like, his question was, do I have change for a 10? I was like, nah, I don't.
And in that moment, he didn't say, if he had started it with, do you have change for 10? I'm trying to take the bus.
But he did tell Dave he was trying to
after.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. Sorry, dude, I don't have change. Well,
yeah. You still had the opportunity to ask.
I did have the opportunity to be like, well, here's $2, or hey, how much is it?
Yeah.
Here, but I didn't. I felt bad
I would
afterwards.
like to, on your behalf, Dave, I'd like to say that you at least thought afterwards that I could have just given him the money. I didn't like, it's not even something that like you thought about in the moment, but afterwards you were like, I should have just given him the money. That's progress for Dave.
Well, I always think that. I always think, I mean,
then-
I'll do something. I'm like, oh man, I should have done it this way. Or I should have, whatever.
Well,
But
then maybe you haven't learned.
I just have to,
The thought doesn't come to you in the moment. It's post.
No, in the moment, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Get away from me, okay? That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh man, shit, I should have just
should have spotted in the $2.
because I don't do well with like in the moment shit, It's always like 5 minutes later, I'm like, fuck. Like if I say something to somebody like in an argument, and then like 5 minutes later, I'm thinking about it, I'm like, man, I should have fucking said this.
Should have said that, yeah. Would have ended a lot differently.
Yeah.
But again, he asked if you had change, you said no, and then he said what he was asking for. And it's like in that moment, you're just like, I already said no. So it's like I've committed to the no.
Yeah, my money was back in my pocket already. I wasn't taking it back out for you, okay?
Yeah. So
but
maybe when he's getting change from places, he's got a $10 bill, ask for something less than that. His fault. Fuck that noodle guy.
I went into the city this past weekend. I was my best friend lives in Manhattan, and she had one of her friends from her college program visiting her, and so I went into the city to like do some fun like wintry New York City activities with them. We started and we went to brunch and we sat outside. So a lot of the like New York City places still have those like huts.
Isn't it cold?
Well, there was heaters, and then they gave us like hot water bottles to like put on our laps. Those like rubber things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe has no idea what I'm talking about.
I didn't know that those were used legitimately.
Yeah. So we were sitting outside and there was heaters and it was fine. It wasn't even really that cold. I think it was like 50 degrees, if anything, but it wasn't that bad. But we're sitting there and there's, a homeless man walking by and screaming, yelling.
They're always doing something weird.
Just talking to everybody, like screaming. And I get very nervous in situations like that.
Yeah. I get real sketched out. Like this kid at fucking Big Lots. I was just like,
I get very like I get very anxious feeling because like I try not to make eye contact, yet my like heart breaks, like I feel really bad. Yeah. And so he's coming this way and I'm sitting like looking.
Oh, so you're looking right at him.
Yeah. He's screaming nonsense. It's like 11 o'clock and he has a paper bag and like a can in the paper bag. And so he starts talking to the women at the table in front of us. And he's screaming, let's get married, ladies, let's get married. And I'm like trying to continue having my conversation with Jess and Nicole, but like, I'm like so focused on what he's saying, but like also trying to like not make eye contact. And so then these ladies like are like, no, like that's okay. Thank you. And I'm just looking at Jess and I'm like, please let him be walking away. I can't look over. I can't tell. He walked away and didn't speak to us, but I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do if this man starts?
If this man comes up and yells at me, let's get married, I'm getting married. That's what's happening.
I was just like, I don't even know what to do. I was like trying to just continue to engage in my conversation, but he was screaming, so it was hard like to not listen to him. Yeah. But I was just like, okay.
Well, that's like when, I don't know how often this happens up by you guys, but Sarah, you may remember it a lot from down here. When you're like leaving like any plaza down here, right? Like even fucking Target, and there's always somebody with a sign asking for money, and they just walk in between the cars, and just down the fucking road. You ever experience that, Dave?
Oh, well, not a guy walking. I've just seen him on the corner. I've never.
Yeah. So like they will literally go out into like at a red light, right? They'll come out into traffic, cardboard sign in hand, and just walk past all of the cars very, very slowly, waiting for that one person who's like, let me roll down my window. Here's some cash, sir. It's like, I will stop a good distance from the car in front of me until I see them pass where my driver window would be if I was there, like right up behind the car. And then I will pull up. That way I avoid them walking right past me and looking at me. I just go, skirt.
I've had them knock on my window.
Oh, I would beat a bitch if they knocked on my window.
I'm like
Oh,
multiple times.
I would just open my car door and be like, "You fucking get the fuck back."
Twice in Orlando and once in my college town.
Fuck that.
I was just like, please leave me alone. I was like, don't look.
That's the thing. You just have to. You're just like.
And I'm just like,
I don't see you. I can't see you right now.
I mean, I feel so bad, but I'm just like.
I don't feel bad. Approach it better. This is like, there's a comedian that talks about this. I want it approached better. I would I would give you money if you didn't look like a crazy person who just woke up off the street 5 minutes ago. Even if that's what you did, present yourself a little bit better. Give me a good case here, and I'll toss you a couple bucks.
I haven't had somebody like walk between lines of cars, but I've had people come up to my window, or I've seen people. I had one guy come up to my window. He tapped on it. He was like, "Hey, could you take me to the gas station?" And he was like, I was like, "Oh, I got to get to work." He was like, "Oh, it's right up there." I go, "Listen, buddy, I don't know where you're going, but there's a gas station that way, and I'm going this way. So what are you trying to get out of me?" Okay.
Yeah.
Because he was like, "Oh, it's just right down there." And he pointed that way. And I go, it's, if you walk a minute that way, you can get your fucking gas. Okay, dude. Okay. Yeah. Buy a can and then buy your gas. Okay. I don't know what you want me to go that way for.
Yeah.
But I was like, I got to get to work. It was fucking 3:30 in the morning.
Dave converses with the people who knock on his window.
No, I would open my door into their face so hard until they were dead on the sidewalk. Not dead, but just passed out. Unconscious.
So
just boom.
he taps on it. I roll my window down this much.
Yeah. You're like, "Can I help you?"
I'm like, "Listen, you're not getting your fucking arms around my neck." Okay,
yeah,
buddy?
the second they get that, if they get their fingers in, I can still roll it up. But they get that arm in, you can't do much about it.
Well, I couldn't, it was the van, and I could not trust that my window would go up fast enough.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a new window.
Yeah.
And it was a slow roller or slow, but automatic window. So yeah, he was like, "Oh, it's right down there." I'm like, I can't, I got to get to work. Sorry, man. He's like, "Okay." So that was that one. And then I've seen this one guy. I haven't seen him in a while. But he was like I swear to God, he just snorted crack
every day.
Like just before he came out to the street, because he was just like amped up all the time, running. The one time he went up to a car, intersections here, or like this, it's a regular intersection. He's over here. That car says no. So he runs dead in the middle of the intersection, just like not like goes back to the sidewalk. Right. He's like, "Oh man," he said, "No. Oh, there's a car over here. Let me like make the circle around to this car, then maybe this car." No, he runs straight because the lights turn green. So these cars are going this way, but he like stops the car that's going this way, or that was gonna turn. So the car had to wait anyways. But I was like, dude, you're literally gonna get a mirror to the back.
Yeah.
And then you're just gonna face plant, and I'm not helping you get up.
No.
Okay. Because that's your own fault.
Like, and that's the thing, like, I get it, right? You know, you're down on your luck. You're homeless. You're out on the streets. People turn to drugs and alcohol. I get it. But if you're going to be out there asking the general public in their vehicles for money after they have all just departed a grocery store where they have spent money, you gotta present your case better. I need to know that this money's not going to more cocaine and beer, because even if it is going, convince me that it's not, because you look like a psychopath. You're all fucking on your shit, right? And your hair's this way. Do your hair a little bit. Just sleek it back, right? There's fountains.
There's fucking road puddles.
Yeah, anything. Make it look a little bit better before you come up to my car, because if you look terrifying, I will lock my doors and make sure you hear the click of my doors locking as you're walking by me, because I don't trust you as far as I can throw you.
This guy was amped up on something.
Yeah, they're fucking psychopaths.
He had brown hair, like on the bottom, like the bottom inch of his hair was brown and like the rest was blonde. And like, and it wasn't like it was obviously like dyed that way.
Yeah.
You know, nobody has hair like that. And it was like spiked up. He's running through traffic. He's just lost his like fucking kid or something. He was moving so like, I'm like, dude, take a breath. Just take a breath.
Yeah.
Okay. But actually last time I saw him, actually, he was like riding a bike. So.
Oh shit! Upgrade.
You've seen him again?
Know, I actually have seen him a couple times. Yeah.
Oh, I see the same like 3 people on a regular basis, and every time they look worse, and I'm just like, get your shit together.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's always that Target. The Target on 192. I'm just like, you got fucking be kidding me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not. I won't have it. I refuse. Don't look at me. And God forbid the day they touch my car, one of them is getting mauled.
Yeah, I doubt that'll happen, Joe.
I will bash their face in with my car door.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Oh.
I will.
I'll believe it when I see you on the 6 o'clock.
Yeah. Arrested for vehicular manslaughter.
I'm like, yeah, there's no way. You literally, you just be like,
I'd be like, can you not? And then just drive away.
Excuse me, sir. Could you take your hands off my vehicle?
If it was like a new car, I would definitely do some shit. But like if they touch the Subaru, I'd be like, whatever.
It's gonna die tomorrow anyways.
Yeah. The question I had for you guys before I forget it, I was driving home and I saw a sign for the lottery, Powerball, and the Mega Millions, and I was thinking about, holidays are coming up and people like buy people like buy lottery tickets and shit like that for loved ones and friends. How pissed on a scale of 1 to 10 would you be if you bought somebody a Mega Millions ticket or a Powerball ticket and they won the jackpot? Because I know how pissed I would be. I just want to know how, like, where you guys are at.
Well, I
have 2 opinions.
Okay.
I would. Let's say, okay, let me get it in my head. Because
get your bearings, Dave.
Because I did this. So last Christmas, I bought everybody a $20 scratch off ticket.
I remember that. Yeah.
And Joe won $20.
Got my
just
money
like boom,
back.
Boom, $5.
Well, got Dave's money back.
I was like, what are you talking about? You got your money back. So like everybody else lost, and Joe won $20. It was like boom, $5, boom, $5, 5, 5, 5. That's 25, 5, 5, 5, 5. And right away I was like, I was excited. So like that $20 I was fine with. But if someone's winning a jackpot of the Mega Million, I'm like, can I at least get my
money back?
out of respect.
Yeah.
What I have done what I've done once, and what I've seen the guy I usually work with do, is that if there's like a pool, whoever's handling the money, you win money, and then you give them a tip,
for handling all the shit.
Handling all the money. So you get your money, and then they usually will probably get their money back if they put money in. Because obviously they're not just, but yeah, they're handling all the money. So, so I would hope, like, I'd be like, fuck, man.
Right.
But like,
bro, like if I were to give somebody like a Mega Millions ticket and they win $100, I'd be like, awesome, congratulations, like Merry Christmas, right? If they
I don't expect them to give me anything there.
No, if they win $105 million, you want to toss a couple $1,000 my way? I wouldn't complain. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah. And if I didn't know, let's say I got them the tickets, but the drawing wasn't until the next day, right?
Yeah.
And then like 6 months later, they were like, "Oh yeah, I won."
They roll up in their Porsche.
Right. I'm like, yo, what happened? oh, that ticket you gave me, I got it. I won $5 million. I'm like,
I would be livid.
get out of my driveway, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to you anymore.
I will key their car. Sarah, what about you? Where are you standing here?
So here's what I think.
Yeah.
Say it was gifted to me, like from somebody
See, yeah,
else.
I wouldn't give a fucking dime away.
Oh, no. I
Talking about
like,
Joe?
I would know. I would be like, oh my gosh, like I won the huge jackpot. Like here you go. Like
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
myself, and like I would do that.
I would also give a good chunk of money away to whoever got it for me.
But I think I would be pissed if I didn't get anything back either. Granted, though, it was a gift. So like
that's the thing, but like nobody's given a gift worth that much money. You got to think about that.
But the other thing is like I'm not gonna just buy like somebody I like only barely know, like a Mega Millions ticket. Like I mean scratch off, sure. Like you usually can't win more than like $1,000 on those things anyway. Right. So like even if I like just gave somebody a scratch off and they won $1,000, like awesome. Like, I don't really necessarily expect anything back. But like if I'm like purchasing a Mega Millions ticket where it's like millions and millions of dollars, like I'm really only giving that to like 5 people who like I'm really close with that I know would like
they're gonna give you some money back.
Like either know I would get money back or like we would go on like a vacation and like like that would be that. So like
I just like dinner or something.
Yeah. I saw the sign and I go, damn, because like I work with somebody and they were like, all I want, we're doing like a Secret Santa at work, and she was like, all I really want is like gift cards and some lottery tickets. And so that made me think of that, and I was like, damn, how fucking pissed would I be if I bought somebody lottery tickets and they won? And like, because like if I just bought them for myself, I would have the money, right? It's like I would have that millions and millions of dollars. So I would be, again, if they gave me some money, I'd be like, awesome. Now it's not so like I'm still mad I don't have that much money, but like at least I got something out of it. But if they gave me nothing, I would never speak to that person again. Which is not fair because it's like that, you gave them the gift.
Yeah, it was a gift.
But also like, listen, like nobody's giving you a gift of $200 million. Toss a couple $1,000 my way.
Yeah, like literally like buy me something. Yeah. Or just give me 1,000. I'll take 1,000.
Honestly, I'd be happy.
You win 1 million. I'm taking 0.1%.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, because 1% is 100,000, right?
I don't know math that well.
Well, it's got to be right. No, that'd be 10%.
Yeah, isn't 1% 1,000 or 10,000?
Oh yeah.
Trying to do some math, but I don't think it's working very well.
So so it's like
100%.
No, 0.01 is $10,000.
Yeah, so 1% of a million is $10,000.
No.
0.01 is
0.01 is $10,000. So Dave's only asking for
0.001.
0.001 is $1,000.
That's all I'm asking.
I'm doing it right, Joe.
I'm not. I believe you.
Because okay, listen, like $1 million, that's 100%. 50% is 500,000.
Okay, guys, 1% of a million is 10,000.
No.
Yes.
No, yes. Joe.
Yeah, one.
That's a million.
That's a million times
0.01. That says $10,000.
Okay, you gotta move the decimal.
What is 0.01 times 100?
I think you have to move the decimal, Sarah.
1.
Yeah, 1%.
Oh.
Yeah, so an easy way to do this is you click 1%, 0.01. So 10,000 is 1%.
What that button does?
Yeah, it multiplies it by 100 or divides it by 100.
Okay, so 10,000 is 1%.
Is 1% of $1 million. So you're asking for
0.01.
0.0. You're asking for 0.1%, I think.
0.1%. Yeah, my bad. Because half of the percent.
I'm done with the math.
0.5 would be 5,000. 0.4 would be 4,000. 0.2321. Yeah, it's 0.1. It's 0.1.
Yes, it is. It's 0.1%. A tenth of a percent.
So I was right for the first time, right?
Yeah, you were. Good job, Dave.
Did I say 0.1 like
Yeah,
immediately?
you did.
Yeah.
That was your first thing.
Let's fucking go.
We're just fucking stupid.
So yeah, I had a thought, lost it.
Yeah. I'm fucking sweaty as hell in this flannel. Goddamn.
I think it was something. It was along the lines, definitely, of lottery tickets.
Okay.
Um,
While you think about that, Sarah, I have a question specifically for you. Dave, you can also chime in if you want. Obviously, we were talking about some Christmas stuff last week. What is, and you texted in response to last week's, was it last week that we were talking about this?
Yeah.
Or 2 weeks ago? Oh, so we were talking about the box, like the boxes under the tree. And Sarah, Dave, just that for your heads up, Sarah said that she will put every single gift in a box, so that way all of her gifts are boxes.
Perfectly wrapped.
Yeah. So
you do that. You do that like anyways. Or you just doing that like because you're like fuck these guys. I'm gonna put all my shit in my
I do it
boxes.
anyway.
Oh, okay.
And I get one wrapping paper for the whole year. Each season, each year is different. I buy one wrapping paper, one ribbon, and I very rarely do gift tags. I personally don't. I think they're a waste. And also sometimes they're not the nicest looking with my nicely wrapped gift. So I write in Sharpie on the paper. But I do know how to wrap something that is like this shape, like a candle, like very nicely. So it's not like it would look like it's like this shape. Like it wouldn't like be like bunched up or squished. Like I know how to do
That would be terrible, dude.
I could probably wrap a candle. It wouldn't be great, but I could do it.
Because what you have to do is so you wrap it and so it's like covered and you have
you
the
just
extra
go
on the top. So what you do then is you take the scissors and you cut in like little pieces.
Is that how you do it? Because I did that once. It didn't turn out good.
Then you have a bunch of like
little fingers.
And then you just fold them all inwards and tape it, and then you just stick a bow on top, and you're good to go. Or this year I'm wrapping my bows are tulle. So I have white paper with
Your bows are what?
Tulle fabric, tulle, Tulle, tulle.
Never heard of it.
Do you have any of this tool around?
Like I was like, wait, your ribbons are tools?
Just putting a hammer on top of her candle this year. Yeah.
07675 zip code.
No, it can't be a zip code.
Yeah, it is.
It's a weird zip
5.
code.
It's New Jersey.
That's Tool?
Yeah.
That's like that's a tutu.
I guess, yeah, it's like tutu material. So I have white paper with different color green Christmas trees on it, and then I'm putting the red tulle on it.
What is it? What do you do with the tool?
You make a bow.
Oh, okay.
Can you teach the podcast how to make a bow with tulle?
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have a box ready for us?
I'm gonna use the candle.
Because people are starting to wrap their gifts, they need to know what they're doing.
Okay. Well,
make sure you give a step by step for the people listening, not watching.
I've bought 30 yards of this, and I wrapped my door, my mom's door, and our bathroom door so they look like giant presents. Should I take a picture and show you guys?
I did that with the work door last year for Christmas.
Good. You wrapped the doors in wrapping paper or in tulle?
So at work, I wrapped all of our office doors with wrapping paper and tulle, but at home, I just made huge bows out of tulle on the doors. So I can show you what I did at work. My home doors, I think, look better tulle wise. This is what I did at work. This tulle wasn't as good as this tulle. So I did that. That's my boss's door. Can you see?
It's very
glittery or shiny paper. Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah. That's what I did for the work door, like the door in our break room last year for Christmas. I wrapped it in wrapping paper, and the door was like split in half, so it's a top door and a bottom door, and I wrapped both in different colored paper. And I put
a picture of my door so I can show you what I did. Because these look really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's tulle.
That's tulle.
That is tulle.
Awesome.
Oh, very nice. So you do that same thing on a present, just on a smaller
but once
scale.
it's wrapped. So So I'll just show you on this candle that I actually bought for Valentine's Day. Let's not look at all of the clothes on the ground. But so you have your candle. This is a really big piece of tool, so it's going to be a really big bow, but you just wrap it around. It's literally just like ribbon.
Yeah, I don't know if you know, but I don't usually use ribbon that often.
Yeah, we just use wrapping paper in our household.
It's
Or
just
a bag.
like tying your shoe. So this is just a really long piece.
Bold
So
of you to assume I tie my shoes more than once ever.
Really?
Yeah, I don't tie my shoes at all.
The piece is really big, so it's awkward. So you just like make a little knot on the front of it. Here, let me center it so it looks good. And then you just do little bunny ears. I'm not going to cut this though, because I need to use it for other gifts. And this is a good piece.
Of course, we would never
Naturally, yeah.
Cut it.
So now I just made a bow. So it kind of looks kind of shitty when you first do it, but then you just adjust it so the size is like proportionate to the gift that you're giving. So like obviously the bigger the gift, the bigger the bow. But then you just fluff and adjust it, and then I would cut them like here.
That
And
is
then
the saying.
So you wrap the candle, then you put that on there.
Yeah, it's
And
like
now-
a bow.
You will be doing that with a candle this year for Christmas, I imagine.
I didn't buy any candles this year.
No.
This candle just sits in my room because it fits the theme of Christmas. I bought like perfume bottles that are circular for one of my friends. So those I'll do the like finger technique with, and
Will you
then
put tulle on those?
yeah, I'll wrap them together. I got 2 of those bottles, so then I'll just wrap both of them together with a bow.
You won't just put those in a bag?
Yeah. Bag
No,
that shit. You don't use gift bags?
no, I wrap everything. I bought 5 rolls of my wrapping paper this year. Usually I start with like 1 or 2, but I bought it like early November at Home Goods. So like I can't really guarantee that Home Goods would have it. And I buy a lot of gifts. And since I wrap everything in boxes, I use a lot of wrapping paper. So
I think
Are our gifts gonna have tulle?
yeah.
I think Sarah I think gift bags to Sarah are what people say gift cards are for a present.
Yeah.
It's just a cop out.
I think both are a cop out.
Yeah. I hate
Yeah,
gift
yeah.
cards.
I think they're just
Except the one gift card that I like, this kind of gift card I think is a good gift is if you're getting someone like a year subscription to like a streaming service. Like that comes as a gift card. So like a year of Spotify, a year of Pandora, a year of Netflix, like those are
Why are
good.
you smiling, John?
Thought of something and it was stupid.
What? Those are
You-
good gifts.
You said no, I agree. You said like a year subscription to like a streaming service, and I was like, yeah, like a year's worth of Pornhub on a gift card.
I don't think
Sarah's
they make
favorite
gift,
gift, apparently.
I don't think
Fun.
they
No,
make gift cards for those.
I'm sure you could find a Pornhub gift card. I'm not looking, but I'm sure you could find one.
Well, let's just see. Let's just look.
There's the researcher for the podcast.
There's no
Um,
way it's a
That's pretty
thing.
cool.
There's no way. What?
I said there's no way this is a thing. Buy Pornhub premium gift card online.
Fuck yeah! Like, there's gift cards for everything. Pornhub's one of the biggest streaming services in the world. You don't think they got gift cards?
I'm just gonna take the name of the link and say that there is one. I don't feel like clicking on it. Right
Yeah, let's just assume that it's accurate.
Yeah, it's not some. It's not. It's. Let's just hope it's not just the title of a fucking video. I click on it.
Oh God. So Sarah, my original question had nothing to do with wrapping presents. I just had to like point out that you did listen to last week's episode and we talked about it.
Oh yeah, you didn't
Um,
ask the question yet.
I didn't ask. I'm working on it.
Oh.
The question was, what is your favorite Christmas decoration? And then if it's lights, what is your favorite light?
Okay, so my favorite decoration, I find joy in all of it. I guess
Oh,
I would
I do as well, but there are some that
I would
there are
probably-
some decorations I can't stand.
I would probably say pillows, like different holiday pillows, because you could like look at those like Joy, and then I have, well, that's my zip code, but then I have the Grinch is back there too.
There you fucking go, Dave. You're right.
What?
You think I don't know? I go 07675 zip code. And
Yeah.
And
I was like, surely that's not a zip code.
I go, what are you talking about? It's 5 numbers. It's New Jersey.
And it has my town name on it too.
I didn't think any zip code started with 0.
All of them are.
You think everybody is 1?
No, I just didn't think that 0 was an option.
Oh.
Okay. Anyway, I love pillows. I have so many for the living room and my room, and I buy them for my mom, even though she doesn't necessarily.
You're right, but pillows are your favorite decoration for Christmas?
Yeah.
It's like
because
saying you can eat bagels for the rest of your life.
Because they bring everything together. Or I would say a Christmas village, like the little Christmas villages.
I will happily accept that answer.
I also do love Christmas lights.
I don't think she cares what you'll accept.
I don't give a fuck what she cares about. I just mean pillows are a year-round thing. There are certain things.
Specific for.
Well, I understand that, but pillows you can use all the time. There are certain decorations, like a Christmas village. You're not setting up a Halloween village.
Yeah, that's fair. My roommate has one of those, a Halloween village. But cool. I also love like the Christmas tree with all the ornaments.
Yeah.
So I have opinions on lights. Okay.
I figured you would, which is why I asked.
This is probably not going to be a pop. I like both of them because there's 2 reasons why.
Both of what?
So, what?
Colored lights and white lights.
Oh, that's fine. So do I.
Okay. My tree at home here has colored lights on it.
Big fan. Go ahead.
Like white lights.
Okay. People shit on colored lights a lot on a tree. I love colored lights on a tree. It makes it seem more like white lights. It's like I feel like I can't go near the thing because like I'm gonna it's so pristine I'm gonna break it. But like color, it's like, hey, that's a beautiful tree. It's fun. It's colorful. I like it.
I have mostly grown up with both of them because my mom here at home, her and I, we have a fake tree with colored lights. Mm-hmm. And then my father has always had a real tree with white lights. Okay. So I've had both of them. Personally, just like based on my own like aesthetic and how I decorate, I like white lights. Like I like in my own room, like I like white lights when I'm doing that. We have colored lights around all of the doors and colored lights on our trees. I like them for indoors. Outdoor decorations, I like very simple, very classic, candles in the window, white lights, icicles. I like looking at other people's decorations with blow-ups. I would maybe get a blow-up if it was like nice and tame, but I like very classic, clean, crisp.
Well, you don't want something that's fucking 15 feet long?
Huh?
You don't want a blow up that's 15 feet long or something?
No, I mean, I love looking at them and I love seeing people get them set up. Like I love driving around and looking at Christmas lights. It's one of my favorite things ever to do. But I personally, like my own house, I like clean, classic wreath. Mm-hmm. Like if it was like a huge, tall, like just like a Santa, like I would enjoy that. And I just had the one personally, like my own setup. But I love looking at like everything else.
So my favorite decoration is the inflatables, right? Those are the blow-ups are the best. And I'm happy you mentioned like a 15-foot long one, Dave, because you probably remember this a few years back when Mom, the day after Christmas, went out to Walmart.
That's
when they
the
had,
one I hate the most.
Yeah, they get like super discounted Christmas decorations, which are the best decorations to get. And she went out and bought from Walmart. It was at least 15 feet long. It was all long. It was only about 4, maybe 5 feet tall. It was all 8 reindeer, excluding Rudolph, in a stable, like all of them in a barn, and it had their names and everything.
That's cool.
Fucking loved it.
I like that one.
Yeah,
like I
it was awesome.
That one.
That same day, I went out. I literally ran outside, set it up because I was so fucking stoked to have this thing. That same day, the wind got so strong, ripped it out of the ground, blew it across the street. So we returned it because it's so massive, and like the way our house is set up, like we just get wind off the farm like crazy. So like inflatables don't do a great job at our house. Yeah. But boy, dude, I love that thing. And if I could have that again, nothing would make me happier. When it comes to lights, big fan of colored lights. Our tree back home has always had both white and colored lights on it because our mom's a big fan of white lights. And is that this year? No, it's not this year.
We don't have a tree yet.
I didn't know.
That was last year, 2019.
Yeah.
You guys haven't put up your tree yet?
No, Joe's not here.
Yeah, I'm not there. So
They
will have to put it up without me because I will not be there till the 23rd.
Yeah.
Why didn't you do it when you were?
Because we didn't have one. Is he frozen? Oh.
Am I freezing right now?
We didn't get one. No, you're good. Well, I mean, you were frozen for a solid second.
You guys all skipped on me, so I didn't hear what you said. But yeah, no, we were gonna do it. Like my dad asked me if I wanted to do it while I was home for Thanksgiving. But like that's a long time because we always do a real tree. It's a long time to have a real tree in the house.
That's true.
So we usually wait until like the second week of December. But yeah, I will not get to be there for setting up the tree this year, which I didn't get to be there last year either. So really, it's not like that big of a deal. It sucks because that's like my favorite thing to do. But that's why I made it a point to come down to buy a real tree down here this year because I was like, I'm not missing out on the decorating of the tree. But anyways, so like when it comes to lights, love colored. I like white on the outside of the house because I think that does look really nice. But white lights are the fastest to sell at any store. Those are always gone first because everybody likes those. So I will settle for colored lights, and I do enjoy them on the outside of a house as well.
Do you like the crisp white lights or like the yellowish white lights?
On the tree, I prefer warm white. On the outside, I would go cold white, like that blue white. It's so white. I love
don't like those at all.
No, I like it because I think it looks really crisp and it outlines things very nicely. But the warm white, those are like especially inside, those are the best.
I just love Christmas lights. I used to have them hanging from my ceiling just year round. I'm a psychopath.
What are your thoughts on this, Dave? How do you feel about Christmas decorations? I know you hate setting them up and taking them down, but what do you like Christmas wise? Like if you didn't have to touch a decoration ever.
Well, I enjoy, the thing I like, if I'm going through a neighborhood, I do enjoy seeing a lot of decorations. Some people do them very well. Sometimes I think people have too much.
Oh yeah.
I enjoy when I am driving at night and I see a tree that has no leaves on it, and it looks like the lights are just floating there.
They're like wrapped in the tree.
Yeah,
my town does that.
Top of the tree, and it just looks like they're floating there.
Yeah.
Usually they're colored lights.
Yeah, those are usually colored.
But I would say, my favorite decoration of all time, nothing will top it, is my what is it? It's a Santa and his reindeer that just like hangs on the wall that I got when I was like, I don't know.
Oh, that is an awesome. So our uncle Dave for Christmas years ago got Dave this little just this thing that like hangs. Is it on the wall or on the ceiling? Like from the ceiling?
On the wall. It's on the wall. It hangs on the wall. I mean, you could hang it on the ceiling, I think.
Right. Either way, it's like it's got this little it's like on fishing line, and it's Santa in his sleigh being pulled. It's like a wire thing, so it's like kind of curved like this, being pulled by his reindeer, and it's like they're like made out of fabric, and it looks so awesome. So
yeah,
cool.
So that's mine, like specifically mine. So that's just my favorite, just because that's the one contribution I have.
Do you guys have a favorite ornament that you put on the tree?
Yes.
I do too.
My favorite ornament is we have these it's like a box of penguins on ice cubes, and they're on springs, so they bounce up and down.
Oh, that's cool.
We have to tie our tree to the wall because it falls over so often. So we take green rope and we tie our tree to the wall behind it. So it's just like, here's the tree, and then there's fucking strings coming out the back of it like this. And so what we started doing when we had to start doing that a few years ago was we would just put the penguins on the rope instead of in the tree somewhere. We would just dangle them from the rope so we could decorate the ropes as well. just staying on this topic, my least favorite, not ornament but decoration, is the inflatables that are just like white and have a picture on them. Specifically, Buddy the Elf.
Oh,
The Buddy the
yeah,
Elf inflatable is my
love-
least favorite decoration.
I don't love like besides the Grinch, because I feel like the Grinch is just like an icon. Like he's not like an actor.
Yeah.
I don't really love Christmas brand, like licensed Christmas decorations,
Mhm.
except the Grinch. I love him.
Love an exception. Sarah, what's your favorite?
So the more I sit here and think of it, I definitely have a top 3.
Ornaments.
Yeah. So my mom started a tradition when I was little that every year I would get an ornament that like signified
Oh, you told us this before.
that was like a big thing that happened that year. So this is my favorite ornament is not one of them. It's in my, one of them is in my top 3, but okay. My favorite ornament is we have it's like a bell, like the shape of a bell, and then Santa it's like a little wooden Santa is in the middle of the bell, and you can like ring it and like Santa rings. And one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies is It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, not Polar Express.
No, It's a Wonderful Life, where it's like every time a bell ring, an angel gets its wings. So it's like my favorite ornament to hang up every single year.
Right.
Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
I love it. The emotion, I can't even talk about it. Anyway, the other one that I love is the first time I ever went ice skating when I was 5. So that's the ornament I got that year. It's a Disney ornament. It's a snowflake, and then you hold it like this and it's a snowflake, and then hanging from the bottom of it on like fishing line is like it's like Minnie, Mickey, Daisy, Donald, Pluto ice skating. And then in the middle, it's Goofy like upside down because he like fell.
Yeah.
And then my third one is we got this ornament, like my grandmother was given this ornament years ago, and it's Elvis Presley. And he sings, you press a button and he sings a song. My mom and I love this ornament. We leave it like on the bottom of the tree by our stairs. So like when we walk downstairs, we can press the button and it plays the music, and we have it play like whenever one of us leaves the house in the morning before the other. So those are like
Joe's got something like that.
I've got, it's not.
I have a lot of them that
talk. Not an ornament. I mean, I think technically it can be an ornament, but it's massive. So I just set it up on the piano every year. It's Elvis singing Jailhouse Rock.
Ours, I forget, I don't know the name of the song that ours sings, but yeah. I think it's so funny.
I think I have the one, I don't know if mine talks. It might. Mine is, no, that might be Joe's. From not Home Alone. A Christmas Story. Is that mine or yours, Joe? Where he's sliding down the slide?
Yeah, I think that's yours.
It might talk. And if it does, I'm guessing it just says, "You'll shoot your eye out, kid." Mm-hmm. The classic line.
I have so many that talk. I have a gingerbread man that talks. I have a bunch of Winnie the Pooh ornaments. I have a Wizard of Oz ornament where the witch melts. It's so cool.
Is it like a hologram or something?
No, it's like you plug it into the lights. Like you have to unscrew one of the light bulbs.
And then, like, I just thought of my new favorite. It's not the penguins anymore. Penguins are definitely up there. Go ahead, continue with this one.
You plug the back into it, and then you press the button, and she like melts. It's like a character, and she like sinks into the bottom of the ornament. I love every single ornament that we have.
My favorite one, we've got this. It's this little elf thing, and he's got a camera.
Like a dwarf.
And yeah, it's like a dwarf. And he's holding a big, huge camera. It's got a big flash on it. And you unplug a light, you plug it into the light socket, and the camera light flashes. So it's like he's taking a picture.
That's cool.
That's my favorite one.
It's awesome. And I have all my childhood ornaments, so like the ones I made in like preschool, get put on the tree every year.
That's probably my least favorite ornament. Is one of my childhood ones. It's like it's probably my least favorite because I think I look so fucking stupid in it. It's a big fat penguin. And it's in its stomach is a picture of, I think that, Dave's got one. It's a picture of us as like kids. And I just like, I don't know. I look like a fucking dweeb in the picture. So,
my favorite would be we just had this house that you put batteries in it and it has a countdown till Christmas, and then on Christmas Day it says Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It just like flashes Merry Christmas the entire day.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
I think I'm just gonna put that one up and I'll call it a day.
I will say my least favorite decoration, and if my mom hears me, she'll be like, "What the heck? You made me put it up." One year I was like insistent that we put tinsel on the tree.
Ooh.
I hate tinsel.
Yeah, tinsel sucks.
I've decided that's like
tinsel's like it's like garland, but it's like individual strands of like stringy, sparkly shit.
Oh yeah.
And I liked it when it was on the tree, but one year I think it was.
It's a mess and it's a bitch.
Yeah.
And then especially because our tree, we put it away every year. Then you take it out next year and it doesn't look right. You have to like pick it out of all of the branches.
One of our best decorations that we have, Sarah, I'm going to name two. Dave, I think this one you'll like a lot. The key for Santa that we have.
Oh yeah.
So we don't have a chimney, or like we have a chimney, but like it doesn't connect to a fireplace. And then when we got our wood burning stove, we got like one of those metal chimneys. So we never really had a real chimney, right, for Santa to come down. So we got a big skeleton key, right? And it's just like this gold key with Santa's face on it, and you hang it on the door so that way Santa can still come in, because this key is magic, of course, and he can come in through your front door instead of having to slide down your chimney. So I loved that decoration when we were growing up. And then my other favorite one that is just like, I don't know anybody else that has this. Instead of a mistletoe, we hang up a mistletoad, and it's just a toad on a string holding a flower. And you pull it and it like croaks.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He croaks?
Yeah, he doesn't anymore because like it's so old and broken. But like you used to be able to pull the string and it would just like pull him down and his mouth would open, and the gears turning to open his mouth sounded like him croaking.
Oh yeah.
And it's called a mistletoe. And for the longest time I thought that's what they were called, was mistletoes.
Mistletoes.
I didn't realize it was mistletoe until much later in life. Far too late in life did I realize it was mistletoe.
It's the mistletoe.
Mistletoe, yeah. And so I saw like a meme this year, like in the past couple of weeks I've seen one. It's like, don't forget to set up your mistletoes, and it's like a missile on a toad, and it's like a joke. And I go, you guys don't realize that we have a mistletoe, and it's not at all what you're thinking it is. So yeah, the mistletoe is one of our best decorations, hands down.
According to Joe.
According to me, yeah.
I love it all.
Yeah.
We know. We know.
If it could be decorated for Christmas year round, I'd say, okay, fine.
It would be convenient to be decorated year round for Christmas.
I just would like keep adding and buying stuff.
Yeah, that would be the nice thing, is you just add more. You just buy more stuff every year. I bought a bunch of, like when we were out today buying Christmas lights, I was like, we like ended up settling for, Shannon wanted all white lights on the tree. I was like, well, they don't have white lights. So we settled for colored, and then we found white lights at Big Lots. So we're doing a mix of both. But like we were at Walmart and they had boxes of colored lights that were like pretty cheap. And so she was like, well, how many do you think we need? I go, well, it's a 9-foot tree. So, let's buy 4 boxes. That should be enough. And I go, oh, they're pretty cheap. So I just bought 6 boxes. Then we were at Big Lots. And again, the white lights, they were pretty cheap, and they were longer strands of lights than the colored. So I was like, okay, well, let's get 2 of these. And I was like, oh, they're pretty cheap. Let's buy 4 of these. And like, I'm like, even if we don't use them all in the tree, we'll put them somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because you can never have too many lights up.
No. And then there's sometimes you'll like, oh, I'll just decorate here. And then like, you don't have enough lights. And then you're like, okay, well, what the fuck do I put here now that I don't have lights?
And that is why I don't care to decorate.
Decorating is one of my favorite things to do for the holidays. It's like my all-time favorite.
I've started decorating for like the fall season. I started doing that last year. I always went all out for Christmas, but I started doing like fall decorations, and I've just loved decorating. Oh, one of my favorite things that I do in the house now for Christmas is we have a coat rack on our landing, and I decorate it with like different holiday clothing items. So like when I was Cindy Lou Who for Halloween I almost just said for Christmas. For Halloween 2 years ago, I had like a Santa cape. So I hang that on the coat rack, and then I have like antlers. And then one of my friends had an elf dress, and she's just like, it doesn't fit me anymore. Do you want it for decorations? And I was like, yeah. So I hang that on the coat rack, and then I have a Santa hat. I have one of those Mickey like jingle bell necklaces, and then I have the headband that has the horn on it from when Max in the Grinch, the Grinch makes a new reindeer. I have that headband, so I hang that on there, and then I have a huge Santa sack that like you put I heard it as it comes out of my mouth. I was
Just
like,
a
this
huge
is not
Santa sack.
I like stuff it with like when I'm not like using it to transport gifts, I leave it on the landing like stuffed with plastic bags, so it's like full.
You
and
use it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I just figured decorate. So what is it? Just a big.
It's a burlap bag, and then it says like delivery from the North Pole, like delivered
is it red or
25th? Huh? It's brown.
No.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, I thought it was red. Not.
Yeah, Santa uses a red sack, just so you're aware. But
okay, well, not everybody can have a red one. Only he can. Okay.
I'm sure I could find a red one, but
his helpers have to have the burlap.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had a 7-piece Santa suit at Walmart today, and I was like, $50. Almost bought it. I was this close. Don't think it would fit me though. I'm not really Santa size. I don't know if you've noticed that about me, but
I actually did contribute to 2 pieces of decorations in the house, because I went to the Buffalo store and I bought a Bills ornament that I'm not gonna put on the tree because it's
glass.
No, it's just like one. It seems like I just like it better where it is, because it's got it's a ball, and it just looks like it would just look better on I put it on the TV stand.
Okay.
And so you turn the switch on and it glows.
Oh.
So I put that there, and I also got Mom from the Buffalo store that says Buffalo, New York Post Office special delivery from Santa Claus.
That's cool.
So cool.
For her early birthday / Christmas gift.
Oh, that's right. Mom's birthday's Sunday. Shit, I didn't get anything.
Well, you're not here.
Yeah, I could still mail something.
Or you just give it to her on Christmas.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
There you go.
We'll send her a card.
No, don't give me more fucking shit to do.
Yeah, I'm trying to make Dave's work easier.
Hey, by the way, to anybody out there, Sarah, you seem like the type of person who sends Christmas cards. Maybe
Yes.
not. Okay, don't use a red envelope.
Why?
Or a green envelope. Okay.
Why?
Because you can't. I mean, I shouldn't say you can't, but don't use a dark red, especially because the barcode, when it's put on there, it does not read well. So it's just like, it's one of those things that if it doesn't get into the machine well, then we got to get hand sorted, and then there you go. There comes the talk of, well, post office lost it. Classic. Not that we do that, but we don't lose them often. But
I prefer white envelopes with holiday stamps and stickers.
There you go. That's all you could. There you go.
I got a Christmas card in the mail the other day from Uncle Frank and Aunt Barb. And I was like, hey, it's the only one I'm going to get this year, but I was very happy about it.
Not saying that you can't use red envelopes or green ones, but sometimes you just can't read the barcode.
Go for the lighter. Go for the lighter of the reds for those of you Christmas cards on. Also, start getting your Christmas cards in the mail, because hey, post office and everything else where you ship letters getting swamped.
Yeah.
Is that true, Dave?
There's a lot of letters, a lot of Christmas letters, dude. Apparently we ran now this isn't all just Christmas letters, but evidently it was 2 million pieces of mail. But it's not all Christmas cards.
That's wild. That's still just a wild number.
Yeah. And it'll just probably keep going up until just before Christmas Eve.
Oh, just for Christmas Eve.
Actually, well, yeah. I mean, it'll slow down at one point, hopefully, but
Yeah.
you're not getting your. I'm just saying that there's not going to be any fucking mail on Christmas Day. So who knows? I don't know. I can't remember what happened last year.
Crazy.
But yeah.
Well, should we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Pick a never mind. You know what? Hey Siri.
7.
367. What European city was tennis player Martina Navrat born in?
City?
Navratilova.
Navratilova. What
European city.
I only know one, so.
Navratilova.
I don't know any.
Dude, fuck if I know geography, man.
European.
Have mine. I'm good.
Martina Navratilova.
I'm gonna say Martina Navratilova. I'm gonna say
European city.
Man, fuck. I don't know.
I mean, I guess I'm just gonna go with, as central as I can think and hope that I'm just close.
Is this even a city?
Yeah, that's where I was at too for a second. I go, I don't even know if this is a fucking city.
No, I know it is, but is this even? Yeah, whatever it is. I said Paris.
I also said Paris.
I said Oslo.
The fuck is that?
Okay, so as long as we're closer than Oslo, Dave, we got it.
Okay.
Prague. Where's Prague?
Man, where even is Prague?
Prague. My shit's not loading.
It is.
Pull up a map.
Wait,
where's Oslo to
Oslo?
Prague is 854 miles.
Oh, you've got it. There's no way Paris is any closer than that. Oh, wait, it might be. It might be.
It definitely is.
Wait, where's Oslo?
Norway.
Oh yeah, we got that in the bag, dude.
I thought that.
Norway.
How many miles did you say?
854.
Oh, ooh, that's close.
646.
Fuck.
Okay, well, me and Joe need a tiebreaker here.
No, we just both get points.
All right, fine.
It's not the last week yet, so.
So it's all tied. Dang it.
Yeah, it is.
Just like that. Look at that. I'm not in last place. Fuck yeah. And me and Joe got closer anyways because we started with P's. So, boom. Same amount of letters, too.
Honestly, Dave, you're not wrong.
It's okay. I still won last week. So.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, you're at 2 weeks in a well, you were at 2 weeks in a row, Sarah.
Yeah.
Prague is 6 letters, by the way, not 5.
No, so well.
You had the P's right.
We got the P's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, Dave, take it away.
My name is David Shirky. You can follow me at _David Sharkey _ on Instagram, at dshark101 on Twitter. I don't think that microphone works.
It doesn't. I swear it doesn't work, Sarah.
I just turned the volume all the way up. The volume has been off this entire time. Does this not sound any better?
Turn it back down.
Hello?
It's the same.
Oh, awesome. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you got to figure that out. I'm sure it'll work great once you get it figured out, but
yeah. Looks like a nice little mic here.
Yeah, it looks real, like you're using it, but it's all about the aesthetic.
My eat of the week. Oh, you could also follow the at Shuffle or the what? You could also follow the
TikTok.
which is at the Shuffle Podcast. And my eat of the week would be, I definitely had something. I definitely went out. What week is it? Maybe I didn't. Well, this morning I woke up and there were barbecue chicken fingers just chilling on the counter. Our mom goes, you can have those if you want. Boom, right away. Popped in the microwave. Put some ketchup on the fries. And that was my breakfast.
Nice.
at 2:45 in the afternoon.
Nice.
And I had a glass of Arnold Palmer with it. Delicious. Is that everything?
I think so, yeah. Eat of the week and socials. Yeah. Sarah, you're up.
Okay. Well, first I just wanted to say, for whoever listens, thanks for all the T's and P's this past week for my fam. Unfortunately, my great uncle has also tested positive for COVID. So
Some more T's and P's, people.
So a lot more T's and P's. I actually do have an update. He is coming home from the hospital today. So he is coming home. He's got his fluids. They're
Uncle Mart's.
Uncle Marty. They're doing really well, but all the T's and P's and the positive thoughts are very appreciated. So thank you. Follow me on social media at Sarah Bayless with 3 A's, and then at You'll See It in a Week, my disposable Instagram that haven't uploaded in a while. You know, life gets a little crazy.
Hey, 2022.
2022.
You'll see it in a year.
See it in a year.
That was pretty good, Dave. That was pretty good. Maybe I'll change the name to You'll See It.
You'll see it eventually. Is what the name needs to be.
That's actually good. I actually might change it. And then my eat of the week, I'm kind of torn between two, and both were from yesterday. One was from Applebee's.
Hey, shout them both out.
Shout out Applebee's, my place of work.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What? I work for corporate Applebee's. The company I work for owns a bunch of Applebee's franchises and Panera Breads. Now that we all know where I work.
Fucking love Panera.
I had boss with my lunch. I had lunch with my boss yesterday, and we went to Applebee's and we got the chicken wonton tacos. Fire. They were so good.
Yeah, they crush.
They crushed. And then we went out, my mom and I went out to dinner at a restaurant in our hometown, and I got the bacon pub burger, which was fire. It was on an English muffin, which is the best way to eat a burger. And it had
What? That can't be the best way to eat a burger.
Oh yeah, on an English muffin, crush. And it had, you guys aren't gonna like this, but it had beer cheese, like pub beer cheese. Chef's kiss.
Would probably like that.
Absolutely wonderful.
Not on a burger.
Yeah,
So
but like, I mean, it
beer
sounds
cheese
good.
Yeah, beer cheese is really good, like with pretzels.
It was smeared on the burger.
Yeah, it's a no-go for me. But on a biscuit or a muffin?
An English muffin.
Yeah, okay. You don't have to specify English. I know it's not a fucking blueberry muffin you're eating a burger on.
Toasted, it's like the perfect.
Yeah, but they're like flaky and like
you're not doing it right then.
The English muffins are not good.
Maybe it's because we don't have real English muffins here.
Probably you don't. So.
Probably you don't.
I've never had an English muffin, so
because they're not good, Dave. That's why.
It just sounds weird to put a burger on a.
All right.
Don't they absorb a lot, like more so than a regular bun?
No,
well,
they are less soggy than a bun. All right, we should have enough today.
You got wrong buns.
What am I thinking of? That's like, I don't know. I've just never seen an English muffin, I guess.
Yes, you have. English muffins, they look like biscuits, right? They're small and round. They got a lot of flour on them.
Look up Thomas English muffins.
Way too much flour.
Exactly what they are.
Was there a lot of flour, Sarah?
No.
Okay, good. That's my problem. That's my gripe with English muffins. They have too much flour on them.
My gripe.
Yeah, it is. You ever have a piece of bread that's got too much flour?
Yes, yeah.
Disgusting. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, I have seen these.
Yeah, because they look like biscuits.
Yeah, they look like biscuits. It's just strange. I'll take a nice.
You said it's toasted?
Mm-hmm. It's the
Maybe
best
that
way.
Okay, I don't know if it's the best way, but maybe it's probably not that
That's
bad.
my preferred way to eat a hamburger is on an English muffin. Okay?
Okay, I'm just saying it's not the best. It's just your preferred. I'm not going to bash your preferred, but I will bash you saying it's the best. Anyways, you can follow me on my photography Instagram at Sharky_photography, my regular Instagram at Secret Agent Sharky, and my YouTube channel at Joe Sharky. My eat of the week. Last night, Shannon and I went to Shake Shack. I don't remember what we were. Oh, we were buying a futon for my office when I move into. You guys are going to see a whole new aesthetic come January. Our first episode in January. What the fuck are you laughing at?
You didn't see me shaking my bonbons, Joe?
I didn't see you shaking your bonbons. I saw you like shake, but I stopped looking at you almost right away.
It was so funny.
Yeah, you said Shake Shack. You said Shake Shack. I looked up and I was like,
it's so stupid. God. Anyways, so we were out buying a futon because you guys are going to see a whole new aesthetic in my office when I move into Shannon's house in January. So this background, it's not going to be a fucking bed and a nightstand and a fan anymore. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful backdrop with some LED light. I mean, there are LED lights right there, but they're not on. I'm sorry, they don't turn on until 8 p.m. These ones are on right in front of me. That's why it's green right now. But anyways, there's going to be a futon. It's just going to be really nice back there.
so you're going to have an office.
Going to have an office, yeah. And I'm paying less money than I'm paying right now for this current room. And I get 2 rooms. Anyways, that's besides the point. So we were out buying a futon, and I was like, do you want to get food? Because I'm fucking starving. We almost went to Moe's, but then Moe's was closed, so we settled for Shake Shack. And I got their Smoke Shack burger, which I got their Smoke Shack burger, which is a burger with bacon. Their Shake Shack shots. Their sauce, right? Their special sauce.
Yeah, everyone's got a special sauce, and it's always ketchup, mayo, and something else.
Exactly. And it had cherry peppers on it, which I'd never had before, and cheese. I got it without cheese. And then I got a pomegranate lemonade. The cherry peppers, first of all, phenomenal. Still don't know what they are, but they were like just the right amount of spice, and like flavor. There's like a little bit of sweetness to them. They're very tasty. I scarfed that burger down so fast. Delicious. That's my eat of the week. As for the podcast, you can follow us on social media, on Twitter at CSGPod. That is CSGPOD. We almost never tweet on there anymore because who the fuck uses Twitter anymore? I don't know. Follow us on TikTok, like Dave said, at The Shuffle Podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at The Shuffle Podcast. And follow us and subscribe on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, all at The Shuffle Podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. We'll talk to you guys next week. Getting closer to Christmas, so send us your gifts. Don't send us your gifts. Send us our gifts.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Bye-bye. How the fuck do I end this shit? There it is.